This is a demonstration of the NVIS antenna by Array Solutions, which offers circular polarization and one loop or the other loop selection, or both in phase or using both in a circular polarization delay technique. I'm listening to WWV on 5 megahertz, and we're able to control the loops or the NVIS antenna using the stack match controller. Right now we have both loops on, and I can change the phase of the antennas, or change this from circular polarization, which is this is in phase, and it defaults to out of phase or circular polarization. You probably can hear what the change was, but we're looking at this signal, which is WWV at 5 megahertz. And as I now select it out of circular polarization into both in phase, you can see the signal drops and the noise level comes up. Let's try that again. I'll go back to circular polarization, and the signal is now discernible out of the noise. Back to both in phase. That is circular polarization, and that is both in phase. So there's a significant improvement on the NVIS signal by using circular polarization. This movie shows the effect of the preamp on the ELAD receiver. We're listening to WWV again at 5 megahertz, and I've got preamplification applied of about 30 dB, and we can attenuate it just by pressing this button, or we can turn it off. We'll turn it back on. So I'm running full power here on it. We also have a broadcast band filter built into the preamplifier. It's a high-pass filter, but it cuts off the broadcast energy just by pressing this button here, or using the control panel on the software. And we're looking at the WWV signal in the center, and I'm going to press the turn the broadcast band filter off, and you can see the noise level jumps tremendously from Intermod, from mixing products from other strong stations. I can turn the preamplifier off, and it helps a bit. But if I put the preamplifier back on, as far as the broadcast band filter back on, you can see that it cleans up the signal as well. This signal seems to appreciate having about 10 dB of attenuation on it, and to get maximum signal to noise ratio. And we have it in circular polarization. If I press this button to take it out of circular, you see it fades back into noise again. Now I'm going to press the button and put it back into circular polarization, and it pops out a little better out of the noise. See if I can show both at the same time. So here's both in phase. You can hear the noise comes up, and here is circular, and the signal comes up stronger. You can see the sidebands on it better. So circular is definitely helping to improve the performance of NVIS signals And having a preamplifier with a broadcast band filter also improves the front end of the ELAD receiver so that it doesn't have as high a signal or as high of a noise level on the receiver compared to the signal we're listening to.